Hi, I wanted to do a quick video on how I very inexpensively upgraded the interior on my 1966 Ford Country Sedan. Now, as you can probably see, it's not in very good shape. It was very cheap, and I didn't want to get a whole lot of money into it. My goal for this was just to be able to drive it and it not be gross, which is a pretty low standard. So I didn't want to dump a whole lot of money in just cleaning things up. What I had for armrests is they all kind of looked like this. Where the ashtray would go was completely broken out, and you just see they're kind of nasty and beaten up. I couldn't find much for sets. Either they were broken, just like this, or they were really expensive. So I wanted to find something else. Now, I'll show you what I have for the front here. So here's the whole door panel redone. It's been dyed with vinyl paint, and the original ones had speaker holes cut into them, so I got these from a junkyard, and they turned out really nice with just a quick little cleanup and paint. Now the armrests didn't fit. These are off a 500 XL Galaxy, and they're nicer. They have the ashtray not broken out. I got the door flip-ups instead of, it normally had a regular lever door handle. When I got them, I found that the bolt holes were further apart. Look at that spread if I line these up. But that was easy to fix. So let's look at how that can be done.
And here's the door panel. Now, you can see the holes where the armrest went. Then there were little traced out spots next to it. You can just cut out with a razor blade. Just a few spots that it's still sealed in. And then with those out, here I got a armrest here for a 1965 Mustang. And you can see the hole spacing here to here now lines up with these. And then I'll go get the door open and show you how you can change the bracket in the car. It's already made to be used with either set of holes, and we can use these Mustang holes. Okay, so here's the inside of the panel. You can see there's slots here and here that are not being used. We just need to move these clips over to these spots by taking out a couple screws, loosening this, moving them, and putting it back together. Now, admittedly, the rear is a little more difficult. Not everything is there in the rear. So what we have is this bracket in the back, where we can do the same thing and just move this one over to here. But then up front, might be kind of hard to see, this bracket goes from here to here, is missing. So I have to locate one of those and then just move this screw clip over to that bracket. So I don't think that'll be all that difficult. I'll try to get one in the mail in the next couple days.
Now for the rear, I'm using actually a Mustang reproduction door handle. Now these can be bought off eBay for about $25 a pair, and they have the same bolt hole spacing as the 500 XL handle. So that didn't match what I had in the back either. In the back they were the same as the front, they were the narrower spacing. So this is the only bracket you need. The rear bracket is there. You have to move the clip. But then for the front, you just get one of these out of a junkyard from a sedan or a wagon. I got a set locally for about 12 bucks for the set. And then you can put these in. So if I didn't have the 500 XL handles, I probably just would have bought 2 sets of these, moved the clips around, and put these all around. You can tell the pad is a bit narrower. They aren't right, but they're not broken. So for me, they're good enough. And then the other trick is the B-pillar covers, which on a 65 and 66 were a very thin plastic, and mine were completely disintegrated. You could just touch them and put a hole right through them. Fortunately, in 67, Ford realized that those plastic ones were a mistake, and they went to metal. So here is one of the metal B-pillar covers. This was a bit rusty, it was a bit beaten up, a little bit of sandpaper, a little bit of paint, and it's in perfect shape, which you couldn't do with the plastic one. For, I think, 40 bucks a set, new, durable B-pillar covers. Now I want to note, you can get these from a sedan or a wagon. These are actually from a 67 sedan. If you're looking at four-door cars to get one from, make sure that it's not a hardtop. Hardtop would mean that the B pillar only goes to the top of the door, and this needs to go all the way to the roof. Post makes it a sedan, and these are exactly the same as a wagon. And to finish up, there is the Mustang door handle, armrest on the back door.
Okay, and there is the, hard to see, new B-pillar cover. Just have to get the other side done, and I'm just gonna tape that up for now, and the interior will be done.